man disappears for 15 years without explanation, then wakes up free with one terrifying mission. Find out why someone destroyed his life before they destroy what's left of his sanity. But the truth waiting for him is so horrifying. It would have been better if he stayed locked up forever. Dae-su is nothing more than a reckless drunk stumbling through life. One rainy night, after embarrassing himself in public, he suddenly vanishes without a trace. No ransom, no warning, no witnesses. When he wakes up, he's trapped inside a small concrete room that looks like a cheap hotel prison. The doors never open, the windows are fake, and the only thing keeping him company is a television slowly poisoning his mind. Days become months, and months become years. Through the TV, Dae-su discovers his wife has been brutally murdered, and somehow the entire country believes he killed her. His daughter disappears. His name becomes cursed. Completely isolated from humanity, he begins breaking mentally. Sometimes he screams at the walls. Sometimes he punches them until his fists bleed. But one thing slowly grows stronger than his pain: revenge. For 15 years, Dae-su transforms himself into a monster built purely on hatred. He trains his body inside the tiny room like a man preparing for war. He memorizes fighting techniques from television. He counts every second. Then one day, without warning, the prison door finally opens. No explanation. No guards. Nothing. He suddenly wakes up outside, free under the open sky, but freedom feels wrong. Feels like someone is still watching him. Starving and confused, Dae-su enters a sushi restaurant where he meets a young woman named Mi-do. She notices the fear and sadness hidden behind his eyes and decides to help him. But neither of them realizes their meeting was carefully planned from the very beginning. Strange phone calls start haunting Dae-su. Expensive gifts appear mysteriously. Invisible eyes follow his every move. Someone is controlling the game, and they're enjoying every second of it. Then the mastermind finally reveals himself. A wealthy and emotionless man named Lee Woo-jin calmly admits he imprisoned Dae-su for 15 years. But instead of killing him, Woo-jin offers him a terrifying challenge. Discover the reason behind the imprisonment within 5 days, or suffer consequences worse than death. The scariest part is how calm Woo-jin looks, like a man who already knows the ending of the story. Desperate for answers, Dae-su digs into his forgotten past and uncovers a terrible memory from high school. Years ago, he accidentally witnessed Woo-jin in a secret incestuous relationship with his own sister. Young and stupid, Dae-su spread the rumor without thinking. The gossip destroyed Woo-jin's sister emotionally, pushing her towards suicide. But Woo-jin never forgot the person responsible for ruining his life, and his revenge was far from normal. The deeper Dae-su investigates, the more terrifying everything becomes. Suddenly, every moment after his release starts feeling fake, controlled, manipulated. Then the horrifying truth finally crashes into him. Mi-do, the woman he trusted, protected, and fell in love with, is actually his own daughter. Woo-jin had secretly hypnotized both of them and spent years setting up the relationship like a twisted experiment designed to destroy Dae-su's soul completely. The revelation shatters Dae-su instantly. His body collapses under the weight of unbearable guilt and horror. Terrified that Mi-do might learn the truth, he completely humiliates himself before Woo-jin. He cries, begs, crawls on the floor, and even cuts out his own tongue just to keep the secret buried forever. It's no longer about revenge anymore. It's about surviving emotional torture no human should ever experience. Woo-jin finally gets what he wanted. Dae-su now carries the exact same unbearable pain that destroyed his own sister years ago. But even after winning, Woo-jin still cannot escape his own trauma. Haunted by memories and consumed by emptiness, he steps into an elevator, listens to his dead sister's voice one last time, and shoots himself in the head, ending the revenge that consumed his entire life. But the nightmare doesn't truly end. Completely broken, Dae-su desperately searches for the hypnotist, begging to erase the horrifying truth from his mind forever. In the final moments, he reunites with Mi-do and forces a painful smile onto his face, while tears quietly fall from his eyes. And that final expression leaves one terrifying question hanging in the air. Did he really forget the truth? Or is he simply pretending, because some secrets are too horrifying for the human mind to survive?